Hello there, I'm bad.
I am evil.
Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's EP review time. Bad Meets Evil. Hell, the sequel. Bad Meets Evil is a rap duo featuring Eminem and Royce da 5'9". And yeah, I know. Eminem, mainstream, why are you reviewing this? But to be completely honest, even though I'm not a big fan of him now, Eminem was one of those artists, for me, who helped cultivate a love for hip-hop music in here, along with some others, but, I mean, come on. It's not like I was the only kid in middle school who thought My Name Is was one of the coolest songs ever. But I haven't really enjoyed anything Eminem has done since the Marshall Mathers LP. And there are some songs on those older albums that, even today when I return to them, I cringe a little bit inside. But it depends on the track, because a lot of Eminem songs for me have not lost their luster over the years, which brings me to the 19th song off the Slim Shady LP, Bad Meets Evil, featuring Royce da 5'9". Both of these guys are Detroit MCs. Their history goes way back, but for some reason their power as a duo sort of fizzled out because of a falling out. So now it's years later, after Em and Royce guested on one another's albums, and we have something very sizable from Bad Meets Evil, a 9-track EP. And the result is Em and Royce bringing the best out of one another on most of these tracks. There's a huge sense of competition on here. They really keep each other focused on these songs, on just putting together hard, fast, and dizzying verses. On some of these tracks, the flows get faster and more intense as Em and Royce are trading verses over the beat. And not only is there like kind of a competition going on to see who can put together the better verse or just be a better rapper, but there's also kind of a competition here. This is Bad Meets Evil, to see who is more bad, who is more evil, who is more reckless, with rhymes about smacking cops and crushing pills and crashing cars. But there are a few songs here where the competition thing kind of dies down and Em and Royce concentrate more on being a tag team and putting a story together, like on The Reunion, where they kind of create these two personalities that are complete jerks, complete misogynists, and they end up meeting at the end and being one another's evil twin. And the thing I like about that track is that it's not supposed to be serious, it's supposed to be funny, but I actually find it funny. Having Royce da 5'9" around keeps Eminem from getting so goofy that I can't handle it or I don't want to deal with it. He keeps him from getting too overly emotional too and too bogged down in his own personal BS. Because of that, it feels kind of in the moment. It feels fast, it feels quick, it feels rushed. And even though that gives this album a kind of freshness to it, just a live feeling, other elements of this EP suffer because of that too, I think. A good chunk of the beats and hooks here are either pretty bad or just really generic. Like on one of the singles to drop from this EP, Fastlane. That hook on that song could have been in like 100 different hip-hop songs. Probably has been in 100 different hip-hop songs. And likening life to a fast car ride, it doesn't really add to the unique dynamic that these guys have. And it gets worse on a track like Above the Law, where the chorus is singing about the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. I mean, it has nothing to do with what Em and Royce are saying. But the biggest pothole for me here is his Lighters, with Bruno Mars on the hook doing his Bruno Mars thing with sentimental pianos and Em and Royce rapping about their kind of love-hate relationship with fame. And I'm like, you just spent the entire EP convincing me that you guys are the biggest jerks on the face of the planet, that you're bad and that you're evil. And now you want me to like sympathize with you? And it's kind of the same thing with the track Take From Me, which tries to evoke similar feelings out of me, but with a slightly less corny beat with acoustic guitar and piano. But at least the album closes out with a great track, a posse track featuring Slaughterhouse, which is a Detroit rap outfit that Royce da 5'9" is a part of. Some of these tracks are a real explosion, a real chemical reaction, and others are like clouds of smoke, just poof. I'm feeling a strong 6 to a light 7 on this. If you've been an Eminem fan, I think you'll be very happy to hear him returning to something much faster, much more aggressive on this EP. But what do you think about it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Why? And what should I review next? Anthony Fantano, Bad Meets Evil, Hell the Sequel, Forever.